So, but this is how we associate with each other.
Yeah.
This is how we associate with each other. We show each other we care by breaking each other's balls until one of us breaks. Pretty much. They'll say, fucking stop it.
This is gonna hurt. It's time for the Suffering Podcast.
How we speak with one another says a lot about our relationships. Interactions may seem harsh to an outsider that does not understand the nature of our communication process. When there is a close friendship or deep love, sensitivity can often be overlooked. Being insensitive with someone whom you do not like breeds aggression. Conversely, a vocabulary filled with harsh words towards another human being that we care about can only come from a place of love and understanding. It is often easier to convey our feelings to another person in jokes, teasing, and inappropriate words than it is to just come out and say, I love you. Look past the words and focus on the intention. Toughening another's skin often comes with the softest of hearts. I'm Kevin Donaldson here with Mike Failace, and on this episode of the Suffering Podcast, we welcome back the Hurricane himself.
I'm excited. Thank you.
Oh, you're becoming like a regular.
He is. I don't know if that's a good thing. Is my life that messed up? I don't know.
No, you're like our whack pack.
But I just want to let you know, this is like a little.
We are a whack pack of one.
This is a little drizzle. I'm a little drizzle now.
Oh, we almost got full hurricane?
But please don't bring him out.
We're going to try to bring
Just
him
don't
out.
bring
it's
him
going
out.
to come out tonight.
Please, I've worked so hard.
There is nobody in this world better suited to talk about our subject tonight, and that's the suffering of busting balls, than we're going to try to just emit the hurricane out of you.
No.
Before we get into it, I want to thank our marquee sponsor. That's Toyota of Hackensack. We buy our cars from there because we trust Toyota of Hackensack. So go to toyotaofhackensack.com. Let them find you a car. Now,
Now, where do we even start?
it took a long time to even get going today because everybody's giggling and laughing, and we're getting a Hoboken
caffeine or
accent. Oh, you're all jacked
I
up on
actually
Mountain
love
Dew.
it. Yes,
That's
I
why.
do.
We gave Drew a bunch of outtake stuff already before we even started.
Oh, gosh.
I
Here
know
we
there's
go.
a master plan going on here.
So, of course, we get into the social media question. Okay, this week's social media question comes from Mark. And what's the maddest you've ever gotten at one of your friends? Mike, you want to take this one first, or you want to pass it off to the other Mike first?
No, I want to go dirt.
You want to go dirt?
I want to go
Yeah.
dirt.
Just wait till another Hoboken person comes on here. We're gonna have a little bit of a battle.
You ain't coming in. We can't have two
Why?
Hoboken people.
I have to translate. I'm good with that.
You'd be in the corner, in the little circle in the corner doing this.
I would have to say, an ex-family member
Yeah.
got me extremely angry.
I'm assuming you were close with them, friend close with them.
Yes,
Yeah.
very, very friendly,
Yeah.
very close, and very, very angry. I don't want to really discuss any more of it, but
Was it physical angry?
it was.
Yeah.
You know.
That's the worst. That's the worst type because
Yeah,
once you start throwing punches, then it's hard to take those back. You can't unring that
Yeah.
bell.
yeah, I agree.
So if you want to go third, I'll go second. And actually, this one, I grabbed this one for a very particular reason because it was you. And we had our thing. Okay, so we had gotten close. Mike and I had gotten close. And
Oh.
Mike and I had a falling out. It was over. It was over something stupid, but it hit me at the wrong time. Like I was in a mood. I really was. I was in a mood. And I got so fucking mad at you. Oh my God, I got so mad at you. And it ended up, and it's a sad thing because we didn't talk for the longest time.
Yeah.
And it sucked. And then, one day, I don't know whether you reached out or I reached out. Or you did it.
I was the go-between.
Man, you are a fucking narcissist.
Mike
I
was
was the
Mike was
go-between.
the go-between.
Mike is a fucking
But I was honestly
when we
before
had- when-
I wanted to do it, for so
Yeah.
long. I think at the time we were both not in great places.
No,
you know
we
what
were-
I mean?
I
Yeah.
wasn't.
We were having an event at Grand Saloon,
Yeah.
and I called Mike and I told him to show up.
Right.
And I told you, I didn't tell you he was going to show up.
You were just, he was
I just
gonna-
wanted you to show up because I figured once you guys saw each other, bygones would be bygones and you guys would work things out.
But the nice thing about it is, and this only comes from a place of love, is when we had that first, I'll tell you where I was. I was in Home Depot, and I'm on the phone with you, and I had to get, like, I don't know, a picture hanger or whatever it was I had to get. And you had started going on, like, I apologize. I'm like, stop. Don't worry about it. It's done. It was that easy for me to let it go.
Yeah.
And
I
it wasn't
appreciate it,
because
yeah.
you called. I just had enough. I had enough of not talking to my friend because it sucked. It really did. You know, but that was a real tough one for me. So now I want to bring it to the third one.
I mean, it like you said, it is tough, but someone that you really care for and you're friends with, to hold that grudge for so long, that's tough. And I know that was weighing on you too, and that's why that's why I wanted Mike to come to that event we were going to have.
Mike and I would talk about it occasionally, and I never I was always mad about the way it went down. I was just mad about it.
Yeah,
I was mad.
But both of you were going through your shit.
I was mad about the way I reacted to it, in all honesty, and I just really felt bad about the way that it all went down. And I said, you know what? I'm not mad at the guy. I don't know how to repair. You don't know how to repair those things. When you get mad at a friend, somebody who you consider a really dear friend, it's hard to repair that stuff.
We're all alpha males though, because you weren't going to call him and say you were wrong, and he wasn't going to call you and say he was wrong.
True.
So true. you needed a go between, and I just happened to be that guy.
You know what though? More and more as
you're the bitch in the middle.
Exactly.
My life goes on, I'm becoming more and more open to it. Like, you're right. I don't want to hold grudges anymore. I don't want to battle anymore.
I'm 56 years old, man.
Yeah,
I don't have much time left on this earth.
I just
ain't
talked
holding
about
grudges.
this today and yesterday. I'm so tired.
So a friend of mine, after we reconciled, a friend of mine from high school who I was really mad at, my father and brother worked at a place and they got him a job and he ended up stealing a bunch of shit, a bunch of shit. And I found this stuff out and that was it. Like, I saw him at a football game once and I followed him because I was going to kick the shit out of him. But that was 30 years ago, like literally 30 years ago. And he just reached out to me on, was it Facebook or Instagram, one of those two. And he's like, this is so-and-so. I'm really sorry about the way things went down. I shouldn't have done it. It turns out he's a cop too, which is even worse.
Go figure, a cop steal.
Yeah, he's down in Florida.
It's like in the academy taking ammo.
Yeah, right. That's the Hoboken Academy. So he reaches out to me on social media and he says, if you don't accept my friend request, I'll understand that you don't want to do anything. And I said, you know what? I accepted his friend request. I'm like, it's okay. Yeah. Don't worry about it.
Honestly, it meant a real lot to me. When we spoke, I was like,
it was like a weight.
Yeah.
Listen, I think it was a relief for the three of us.
Yeah, and it was like I came back. I was like, okay, it's all right.
Because
I let you slide with the busting balls. I let you go a little bit.
Oh no, it's going full bore tonight.
Like I said, I mean, I talk to you every day, and when you and Mike had to fall out, I was talking to Mike every once in a while on the side, and.
Oh, you were cheating on me.
Pretty much so.
Okay, yeah, he's cheating on
Mike
me.
was my side piece. And it was bothering me that you guys weren't getting along because we had such a tight friendship in the beginning. I mean, we did a lot of work together in the beginning with Dental Development Project. I mean, we were talking every day about that. And Mike was instrumental in getting Dental Development Project started.
That's essential, by the way.
Yeah, no. Listen, believe it or not, I mean, you brought me back as well by doing that again. It's things that obviously you both know. You go through tough times, and the clip that you put on the other day about the beast, that's so true.
Yeah.
It's so hard to control, and people don't realize that it's that difficult. It's more difficult to get through something like that than anything else I've ever done.
And you never know when a beast is going to rear its ugly head. And sometimes it just comes up. And I think the beast reared itself with you guys all at one time.
At the same time.
Yeah, you were going through some shit.
It was
you were going through some shit,
and
it just came to a head, and you had no outlet but to take it out on each other.
Right.
Probably.
And I was like, and I know I'm always one. 2 or 3 days later, I'm like, damn. It's like all the times I went like this. Send. Damn.
Michael, you need an unsend button on the phone,
like people were telling me, listen, because I'm not, I'm getting better with all this technology. There's an app where you can shut the phone off, and I'm like, please, just, I'm like, do it, shut me off.
Well, you need a relay send. That's what it is. Like, in order I got to send it to Mike. He needs to check it and then send it over. That's what it is. Mike, what do you think?
Again, I think I'm going to say it's with a family member. It was primarily recent, and I almost feel bad about it. Everybody knows the recent domestic issues I just went through. Not domestic violence. Recently went through a divorce, and a lot of people that turn their back on me, and they don't know the real story. And one guy who was a very good friend of mine, I saw him a couple weeks ago, and he wanted to give me a challenge coin. And I told him I didn't want it, and I put it in my pocket. It was like burning a hole in my pocket. I'm like,
You could have put it up here.
I was going to.
Yeah.
And I went back to his house. I put it in his mailbox, and I texted him. I said, "You turned your back on me." I said, "I'll never fucking take anything from you again."
You think that'll ever change? It's
unless I talk to him, it's kind of hard to rebuild that bridge right now, but I'd love to.
Yeah.
Like I said, he was one of my good friends, and it really fucking aggravated the shit out of me. And I just, I had one of those moments. The beast came out.
Yeah. It's we spoke about 2 weeks ago, and I was early in the morning,
Oh, he was on fire, man.
Yeah, my eyes were. I had my ears were hanging out the door, like the windows.
His lip was on the floor.
The lip was all over the lip was driving the steering wheel. I'm like, motherfucker.
He sees the picture Kevin, I got of him on my phone.
Yeah, I'm like, I said, this, and this, and it's right. I'm like, he put something in perspective that when going through all those hard times and you're drowning, you're taking people with you and drowning them as well. And I'm like. But it's frustrating because when you fight so hard, people don't realize the fight.
The thought process behind that is when you're drowning, somebody will try to save you. But if you know anything about, like, if you've ever spoken to a lifeguard, one of the biggest dangers for a lifeguard is getting drowned by somebody who they're trying to save.
Yeah.
So that's it in relationship to somebody, say, like you. I remember you were talking about people turning their back on you and stuff like this. Yeah. Friends of yours. But I said, Mike, you got to understand something. You were drowning, and they did try to save you, but they can't drown themselves to take care of you.
Right. I get it. And it is frustrating. Like, you get through all that, and I'm in such a great place, and it's like, all right, wait, I went to war. It changed me a little bit, but I'm still that guy.
Yeah, but and not keep going back to the beast, but you take like 20 steps forward, and you're doing good. And all of a sudden, you take 2 steps back, and you feel like you're in that fucking hole again.
Right.
Right. You have that one minor setback when the fucking beast rears its ugly head, and now you feel like, oh fuck, why did
how do you put it back in the cage?
Right, and you know what? And even once that's set in stone about what you do, like even going through what I'm going through right now with custody, so forth and so on, my word, my integrity. So it doesn't make a difference now. I can hit the send button. And it's just misperceived, or it's taken one way, it's taken the other.
Well,
I was like real close.
They have past practice.
Yeah, I was like, yeah, exactly. So
we have a saying on the show: it's you can't undo Mickey Mouse.
Listen to me. I was that close today. I should have brought. I was that close today with Minnie Mouse. I actually have it in the Jeep right now.
So one of the
I was so upset today.
One of the best ways that Mike and I broke your balls, and we're here to talk about the suffering of breaking balls because break this. So it's not all fun. But we showed up at the Hackensack Brewing event
with
we put Mickey Mouse ears.
Yeah. And I tell you right now, it's
your girlfriend at that time. Like, I didn't know how it landed because I saw the look on your face.
Yeah.
Like, oh shit! Oh,
we're gonna bring a Mike Hurricane.
No,
DePalma,
you know
we
what?
had the Mickey Mouse ears.
That was it was my fate. Like I
remember the girl you were dating at the time didn't really care for that.
What, the Mickey Mouse thing?
Yeah, because she didn't get it.
Well, I think it was she knew the impact, the real impact of what it did to me. Like that buried me.
Yeah.
It didn't depict, like, the most frustrating thing. It didn't depict the good father I am, and you know what I mean. I'm still a great father.
Do you understand why we did that? It was sort of diffuse the situation,
and that's
But
I
you know
think
that
segues into
segues.
Segues.
Look at him! Look at him with the fancy words.
he had his
phlebotomy.
He had his
segue.
He had his
Phlebotomy.
thesaurus out this morning on the way up there.
100%. I do this now instead of Kevin. How's my day gonna be?
But
Siri.
All right, Kev, that does segue.
That's a big word.
I know. Into one of the questions we have on the list. When does humor go too far? Did we take it too far that day?
Well,
or we could have taken it too far. Mike didn't actually know.
So there was some credence to that because we may have taken it too far. So we developed on something else, on something new. Like Mike and I developed an app. We developed an app. Okay, and I got to show you.
Kevin, shut down now.
So you know how everybody's big into social media and changing your picture, doing filters, make your face look better, and some of them make your face look older or something. So Mike and I developed an app, and hey, Drew, you got that? We did it one time. We did it one time.
Just to
on all three.
To see if we could.
The only one we didn't change is you. Is the only face we didn't change is you.
That's not even normal. Listen, after the 19th, that's got to go now immediately. Holy shit!
So we might have
taken. You two guys look great too.
Mike looks like Thanos.
Look at Kevin. At least I got a half a smile on my face. You know, Kevin's like the grumpy old fat guy.
Like I just ate somebody.
Look, I got the smile. Like, did I eat Mickey Mouse? Did I chew on his arm last night?
I think this app is.
Wait, I'm working on this.
This is called the DePalma filter. Okay,
that's actually a cool thing.
So I filtered DePalma on Mike and I just left you.
Mike,
as
that's
DePalma.
not even. Listen to me. That's not even.
Close. I mean, I got a little under chin here like you do, you know.
Now look at that.
It looks like you're storing nuts for the winter.
You always have to do that. It's got to be. I'm telling you, it's heredity. We discussed that on the side last time. I was telling him.
I understand.
I
understand.
I'm working on it.
How did,
I do like the picture though.
Appetite
hold on. Hey, can you do that thing or something on there and make it go away?
Yeah, the thing?
Like you could do it like a filter thing.
Yeah.
Not on here. What do you think this is? Canva?
Just
Kev, could you do the filter thing?
Yeah, do the filter thing.
The filter thing. It's like gefilte fish.
But
do
you know,
the filter thing.
so this is
how
we.
Can you please take that down?
No, let's stand up the whole show.
You see this?
You just made the list.
Check it.
Don't hide it for you. Maybe we'll put some of these books in front of it. These are called books.
Yeah,
they're things you read.
Words in them and letters.
Yeah,
One way.
The one in the front has, we'll give you crayons for it if you want.
Yeah, it's a coloring book. That's a kid's coloring book.
So we brought that in for you.
Especially for you. Yeah. So, but this is how we associate with each other.
Yeah.
This is how we associate with each other. We show each other we care by breaking each other's balls until one of us breaks. Pretty much. They'll say, fucking stop it.
But we all have that mutual respect and understanding. You know, it's funny, like Pat Elwood, we're going back and forth. He goes, man, you get it. You know, stuff like that. It doesn't bother me. You know what I mean? Listen, it is what it is. I'm content. You know what I mean?
But it's amazing that you can handle the ball busting the way you do. Because I know some of mutual friends, and they're rough.
I could dish it out though.
Yeah,
I could dish it out like the best.
But the minute somebody comes at you serious, that's when you fall. Like if lawyers were to bust your balls constantly, I think you'd do much better in court. Seriously.
Well, see, I mean, that's a conversation we had before.
Yeah, I mean,
that's a conversation we had before. You know, I could call Mike a jerk off, and we just laugh about it. You're in a bar and someone calls Mike a jerk off. Oh, me and you were going after the fucking
he's
guy.
going to get the shit
right.
like that.
You know, friends like that could joke about it, but someone else chimes in.
But where do you think that comes from? Like, is that something you think we learned in childhood? How to associate with one another? Because we used to do things say stuff about our mothers. You know, they used to call it the dozens, right?
Right. That was a known thing. Like your
mother jokes.
Yeah, I mean, I don't.
Your mother's back of her neck looks like a pack of hot dogs.
Your mother was so short she used to play handball off the curb.
Looks like a pack of hot dogs. Get it off, please. I'm serious.
The more you say that, he's going to be defiant.
All right, keep it up. That's all. If you want to keep it up, you're probably not going to make it out of here tonight. So that's just
at
simple.
some point you got to leave the studio.
Yeah. We were friends.
But I remember some of the shit that we used to, and it was different growing up because we were all of different cultural backgrounds and stuff, and it was Italian kids were the Guineas, and the Irish kids were the mix, and the German kids were the Krauts, and so forth and so on. But we could call each other that, but you don't call anybody that.
Sure.
Was it
good
answer?
But you know what it is though? It's I'm so I don't know. Maybe I started thinking differently in life. I think people built differently. People perceive things differently. It's so out of control, and I'm just tired of it.
The lack of busting balls has given people such thin skin that they can't handle this shit anymore.
What the other thing is too, political correctness that's going on in society now is ruining fucking everything.
It's killing comedy.
Yeah, it's killing comedy. I mean,
like we're fat shaming here. Just so you know, that's exactly what we're doing.
That's not fat though.
What the hell is that?
It was the lighting in here. It wasn't like.
Kev, that's
You're not catching it.
That's not fat
That's just
shaming.
like-
That's fourth chin shaming.
But look at that. Like, we don't need to discuss anything, all right?
Look, you
So
got a
get
chin.
that-
You got a chin inside
If
a
you don't-
chin.
If you don't get that down, this is going to be a big problem here, buddy. Because I got a lot of Mickey Mouse dolls and Goofy dolls.
But Mike,
You're the best. I love you.
But Mike, I mean, you are thinning now. I mean, on the top of
On
your
top
head.
of your head, yes.
But
I am. Do you see my biceps today?
I know, I saw it.
I'm wearing a big shirt.
You know, the funny thing is, a guy. Do you understand how bad that is? A guy that's got no hair just busted your balls back going bald.
You know what that is?
It's called deflection.
Hypocrisy.
Psychological. You want to hear how crazy you're talking right now? I was getting ready for that other episode. I was researching psychological deflection. I swear to God. And then it's hypocrisy. I'm just honestly, I'm so fucking tired of people. I'm so tired. Like, these are the people like, you know what? Mike is drinking heavily right now, and they're doing this. They're doing this, and they're shooting up like this and popping. Like, really? Come on. Come on. Like, stop it.
They're trying to get the rise out of you.
No, but it's not.
It's right there.
It's not
psychological deflection.
Deflection.
Yeah.
Yes. That's
It is.
Hashtag
It is?
psychological deflection.
You want me to show you?
No, that's
on
quite
the
all right.
app?
No, it's
I got apps too.
Kevin,
but listen.
Kevin, what does psychological
yeah, but it's
deflection
the
mean?
bubble
Hold
guppies
on, hold
out.
on. Wait, listen, I did find that Mickey Mouse syndrome disorder. That was insane. that was a real bad day. But I'm being straight, not to get off the topic, but it's getting so ridiculous that it's
So it's a good.
it's hard to even deal with.
But
Like,
it's a good point. So tell me why you think that this group of people bothers you so much. But we just showed a very unflattering picture of you and sat here and talked to you about how you're losing your hair. And how you're losing your hair.
Just
and
in case you
did
missed
Hold
it.
on.
all that stuff.
Just
But
in
that
case you missed
doesn't.
it.
But that doesn't bother you.